Hello there, Capricorn, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we're doing your mid-January reading. This reading is good from now until about Valentine's Day. So we'll take a look at the overall energy with the oracle cards, and then we'll go to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. Okay, so Capricorn, let's get into your reading. Let's see what you have. We're going to start off with your Animal Spirit Oracle card. So what do you have? Seahorse Spirit, watch and wait. Such an interesting energy. Such an interesting energy. I want to see what's on the bottom. Dolphin Spirit, this and that are true. Okay, so the Dolphin Spirit is about recognizing that two things can be true at the same time. It's the duality of life. It's realizing that you can have a perspective about something and somebody else can have a completely different perspective, but both perspectives are true. So, and with this Seahorse Spirit, it's this energy of watching and waiting. And I have a feeling it's about your perspective in a situation. You may be changing your perspective, or you're waiting for somebody else to change their perspective. Wow, and then this popped. So we're taking it. Optimism. Really nice. The loving man on the bottom. What a lovely energy. The optimism is, really just staying in this energy of being really positive and waiting for something to happen. And for some of you, it could have something to do with a romantic connection. And gender doesn't really matter here, but waiting for someone, knowing that there will be a positive outcome, right? By just waiting for a bit and staying positive. It's definitely about staying positive. Yeah, because right now you have the Nine of Wands, kind of guarded. It's the Wounded Warrior card. And so it's kind of like you've been through a lot, Capricorn, and you're just kind of like hoping things will change, but I feel like there may need to be a bit more optimism, because the Nine of Wands isn't very optimistic. It's a guarded energy. It's kind of like, okay, I'm putting up my guard because I don't want to be hurt anymore. You've been through a lot. You've survived a lot, but at the same time, you're kind of like, yeah, I'm not getting hurt again. With the Optimist card, the optimism, it's about being hopeful for something new to happen. And knowing that you have healthy boundaries, because we do want healthy boundaries in our relationships, but also softening it a little bit. And you may be coming into that energy. We're going to clarify. I feel like you're coming into this energy of, okay, I'm going to keep my boundaries up, but I'm going to soften them a little bit. That energy of, well, okay, I'll let you in just a little bit, right? Yeah, because here's your Six of Swords. This is what you're having difficulty with. Moving on, seeing the silver lining in a situation. And so we are going to clarify, with the loving man on the bottom, I just feel like you have something wonderful coming in. It's about moving away. Okay, the message I'm getting is moving away from the energy of being kind of guarded. Moving away from that energy a little bit. And once again, you want healthy boundaries. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. See, this is your advice. This is a much more optimistic energy. The Nine of Wands is, I'm on my own, I'm fine on my own, but nobody's coming in. The Nine of Pentacles is, I'm on my own, I'm independent and free, but I'm enjoying my life. And if somebody comes along that wants to join in, and I'm open to them and their energy, then they can come in. But I'm fine on my own. This is the energy of, I'm on my own, and nobody's getting in. So you see the softness is there. I love that. Yeah, I love that because it's just more optimistic, right? It's the difference between I'm protecting myself because I've been hurt so much, right? Which is really kind of that a little bit of a negative energy, looking at the glass half empty, and then stepping into this. Yeah, I'm single and I'm ready to mingle and I'm ready to work on my pentacles and I am happy where I am. And that's a much more positive energy. Looking at the glass has half full instead of half empty. It's a changing of your perspective. And I think that that's why, the dolphin energy on the bottom, this and that are true. Well, if you think about it, the glass that's half empty is also half full, right? It's about changing your perspective, about trying to become a little bit more optimistic and looking at that glass as half full instead of half empty. Really nice. Okay, and then you fall in love with yourself. Queen of Cups is here. 7 of Cups on the bottom. Looking at your options. Understanding that an ending, a painful ending, has also brought you clarity about what it is that you really want in life and what options you have. Stepping into this energy of loving yourself, loving your life. It's kind of like the 9 of Pentacles, but it's much more loving and really coming from an energy of knowing that you have to fill your own cup before you can share your love with somebody else or expect others to fill your cup, right? You have to love yourself before others can love you. I really love this energy here, Capricorn, because it's really that half cup, the glass is half empty, half full energy. You're shifting your perspective. You're seeing the blessings out of something that was difficult. You're starting to see the silver linings of this dark cloud, and you're kind of embracing it. You're kind of like, okay, I'm seeing that what was difficult in the past actually gave me strength, actually gave me a new perspective. Has helped me to clarify what it is I want out of my life. So let's go ahead and clarify these. Oh my. Yeah, difficult ending. So there's a difficult ending that is kind of holding you back. It's bringing you a lot of sadness. And then here's the 9 of Wands again, bringing you a lot of, okay, here's my boundaries. Nobody gets across that wall, right? And we all go through that. That is part of the healing process is, first we have to get really good with ourselves before we can put ourselves back out there. So you're in that 9 of Wands energy. You have these boundaries. You're protecting yourself. You've been through so much, but you're still standing. It's a good energy, but it's still a little bit of a blocked energy. And then look at what all of this is underneath, right? It's your fear. Underneath, you have some fear about, can you really balance out your life? Can you provide for yourself? Here's the Queen of Pentacles, right? So you have the 9 of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. It's like, you really underneath have a lot of optimism for what you could do with your life. You're starting to see the sun is rising after a difficult time. And it's just your fears that are holding you back because you're kind of like, I don't know. I built this wall right here and it's really protecting me. Not really sure I want to cross that boundary again or let anybody in. But at the same time, it's kind of like a catch-22 is that I think, it's kind of like I built this wall and I'm going to stay in here. But if you build this wall and you stay in there, you're going to be in there by yourself for the rest of your life, right? It's moving from that optimism of, yeah, I built healthy boundaries, so nobody's going to hurt me again, to wait a minute, okay, but that also means I'm going to be by myself for the rest of my life. And you're really and truly wanting to bring more balance into your life, to have financial stability, and also be kind of open to taking a risk of letting the boundaries kind of soften a little bit. Really nice energy. Capricorn, it has taken you a while to get to this point, but you have been really working hard on it. And I think that there is, in this next month, you're going to see a big shift in your perception about your life and the situation that you're in. You're going to go from that half empty energy to that half full energy. Yeah, trying to get control over your life. Ace of Wands on the bottom, wanting a fresh start, wanting to celebrate that your life is becoming more balanced. You know, this is your area of resistance. You've had a difficult ending. You've healed a lot of that. You've moved away from that energy, but you haven't yet seen the blessings that have come out from this dark cloud, right? You haven't quite gotten there. And part of it is because you're trying to stay really very much in control, right? You're trying to stay in this wall, this very safe place that you've put yourself. You're trying to stay in control. And once again, look at the Emperor. He's there by himself, right? He's very fine by himself, right? But he's by himself. And I feel like that is what you're starting to realize, is that life would be sweeter if you could work with others. You know, whatever that means, if you're in your job, if you could get along and really work with the other people in a much more, optimistic, positive, creative way, or if you could have friends, family, romantic relationships where you were working together instead of kind of, behind your boundary, letting people into your world a little bit more openly. So let's take a look at this Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so you have two wands. You're starting to see that you can go in a different direction. Sometimes, and Capricorn, this has been coming in your readings, just kind of this energy of, wait a minute, I'm going to protect myself, so that means I'm going to follow these rules. And you kind of, created this list of rules. And if anybody wanted to break any of those rules, you were like, nope, shut the door on that. And it could have been in work relationships, friends, family. It's kind of like, nope, shutting that down, because you were trying to protect yourself. Now you're kind of coming into this dolphin energy where you realize that, okay, wait a minute, there could be another way to look at a situation or several situations in your life, right? That you don't have to have just this one thinking, and that by listening to other people and their thoughts and how they're navigating similar situations to yours, that you can get so much more wisdom and clarity and have a much easier path towards victory in whatever it is that you're wanting to do. You're starting to understand that when you're only coming from your own perspective, and it's a perspective of, I'm just going to protect myself, right? That what you're really doing is putting a blindfold on, and you're not looking at the other options, perspectives that are out there, the other viewpoints of a situation. You're looking at this dark cloud, this very difficult ending to something in the past, as only a dark cloud. Now all of a sudden, you've healed from the dark cloud, and you're starting to realize, wait a minute, that dark cloud also has a silver lining. There are blessings that have come into my life because of this dark cloud. You're starting to realize that. And when you do, it's as if you can, take the blindfold off and see things in more than one way. It gives you inspiration. It's almost as if the universe is giving you this gift of a different perspective so that you can really step into this energy of the Nine of Pentacles and enjoying your life, being more optimistic about the things that are coming in the future. It's really kind of a lovely energy. And really, I don't think much changes in this month except your perspective. But changing your perspective will also bring so much love and joy into your life. It just raises your vibration and will allow better things, better opportunities to come on your path. So we have the Page of Wands, the Empress, the Four of Wands, Two of Cups. See? Once you change your perspective about, okay, let's say this is a romantic connection that ended in the past. It doesn't have to be. It could be in any area of your life. It could be a job that you've lost or a career change. But let's say it's a romantic connection. And I'm saying that because there's Two of Cups on the bottom here. So let's say it was a romantic connection and it was a difficult ending. Perhaps, there was betrayal or, a third party. There was some situation in the past. It ended that relationship. That's the dark cloud, right? That was a moment or a period of time that was really difficult. But in that, it kind of opened up your heart. You had to build some independence. Perhaps this past relationship provided a lot of financial security for you, or a lifestyle that you really enjoyed. And then suddenly all of that was gone. And you had to kind of like stand on your own. And that's why you built this, wall, this boundary around you, because you were trying to protect yourself. But now you've gone inside this wall. You've done some healing. You've looked at this situation. And what you're starting to realize is that you've healed enough now that you can see that this isn't just a dark cloud. There's also a silver lining. You are more independent. Maybe you, because you were forced to find financial security for yourself, you've built a career that is something that you truly enjoy. That's going to be even more successful and bring you more financial security in the future. Perhaps you've met a whole new circle of friends, because when this relationship in the past ended, you lost your social circle. Maybe you've moved to a new city and you're learning a whole new, city, lifestyle, culture, new groups of people. It's as if you're starting to look at it as if you're just not the victim of a broken relationship, but now you're kind of understanding, no, that's given me a lot of independence and freedom and the ability to rebuild my life the way that I would like to build it. So it's a really interesting energy that when you step into that optimism and you start loving yourself, loving the life that you have, listening to your intuition, following your heart. Because when you were in this, well, actually, I'm going to say the black cloud, when you were in this energy of something that ended, right? You weren't really listening to your heart. You may have been staying in a relationship or a situation that helped you out, either financially or emotionally, or you were just kind of stuck in a situation that you dealt with. But once that situation ended, it was as if, wow, I can go do whatever it is that I want to do. And here you are. You're getting the knowledge that, I can rebuild my life. I'm getting the knowledge that this black cloud has a silver lining. And part of it is I can rebuild my life and go in any direction that I want to. And it's going to be stable. And not only is it going to be stable, it's going to bring in new love. Really nice energy here. Yeah. And you've been waiting for this for some time. This adventure of going in a new direction and really realizing, wow, I couldn't be on this adventure if that situation had it ended. Wow. Really nice. And once again, to go back to this dolphin, it's kind of like that black cloud does have a silver lining. Okay, so polish your mirror for perfect clarity. You know, that's just loving yourself, loving who you are, loving who you're becoming, stepping into this energy of loving your life and knowing that, you know, this is exactly where you're supposed to be and kind of getting really excited about it. Really nice. Okay, so let's pull your soul truth card and see what we have here. Am I letting fear stop me? Yep. Are you experiencing a mountain of fear right now? Are you stalling, freezing, or giving up? The juicy secret is that you are the boss of fear. You are unstoppable. But it's up to you to see that by taking action. Today, be brave and do it scared. Choose one fear and move through it. You are in need of a hero, so that is who you will become. And remember, you are the hero of your own journey. And remember, you know, when we first started out, I said, well, the moon card is here, was preventing you from this financial security that I think some of you are seeking, and a balanced life is fear. Fear is stopping you. You know, the moon card represents our fears of, you know, what may happen, what could happen, all the what ifs, right? And so part of it is just, you know, what if I let one of these wands down and I let somebody just, you know, in just a little bit. It doesn't mean they have to cross the barrier at all. It's just, how about, you know, even if you reached your hand, you know, through the thorny branches and just shook hands, or, you know, just kind of said hello. Look at, she's not even looking on the other side, right? She's got her head turned. What happens if you just looked somebody in the eye and said hello? And I don't think you're that closed off, Capricorn. I'm kind of exaggerating there. But it is about stepping into your fears and realizing that you do have the strength in order to move forward and to look at the glass as if it's half full instead of half empty. All right, Capricorn, I'm going to leave it there. I do wish you so much love and light in this situation and in all your situations. And if you've resonated with the message, I'd love for you to consider liking, commenting, or subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.